keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. Clone will still lying in my bed. All the colors are dead inside. The whole world goes to black and white. The moon is falling, I hear you calling. My city is on fire. I hear a bang and my heart beats skips. Rock hard knuckles and easy checks. Where are you, baby? I'm still your lady. I'm gonna burn you down. I try to run away, but my soul keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. Clone will still lying in my bed. Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside. My body is an empty bottle. Come on, baby, just give us an hour. I need to feel it. I'm gonna feel it. You make me come alive. I try to run away, but my soul keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. Clone will still lying in my bed. All the colors are dead inside. The whole world goes to black and white. The moon is falling, I hear you calling. My city is on fire. I hear a bang and my heart beats skips. Rock hard knuckles and easy checks. Where are you, baby? I'm still your lady. I'm gonna burn you down. I try to run away, but my soul keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. Clone will still lying in my bed. And it's dead.
There we go. Welcome, friends. Welcome once again to another live stream. It is I, Sumi Yellow, and I hope you're ready for another puzzle-filled adventure with yours truly. I am more than excited for what we're calling right now the LAYTON Marathon. I am beyond excited to embark in another adventure full of puzzles and interactions with, let's say, wacky characters with many different affiliations, not only friendly but also potential puzzle enemies, we would call them. Will we see Don Powell once again? Only time will tell, you could say. But regardless, welcome to another live stream. I truly hope everyone is having a fantastic day, and if that's not the case, well, that's what I'm here for. I hope everyone's having a fantastic start of the week, because it's starting to get a little mysterious, as they say. I am doing okay. The day didn't start the best, personally. This was the first LAYTON game I think I picked up around when it came out. Well, that only adds to the, let's say, mysteriousness of it all. I am excited to see it in action, especially after playing the first one and the second one. For those who don't know, we are playing them in order. Severi, welcome home. Hope the trip home was pleasant, and make sure to have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure to relax, well don't ya? I'm sure Cyan would be delighted to see you in your best spirits, so make sure to relax as much as you need, please. The big order. I've heard that the DS series is a trilogy, so I'm not pretty sure where the next one is gonna come into play, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Regardless, let's just jump in. Once again, we need to type our name here. As I was saying before, my day has been decent to not that great, and part of it is the situation with Maggie that was very stressful. But at the same time, I do not hold grudges against her. She's just has a lot to learn, I'll say. So I will ask that people don't like antagonize Maggie. She just doesn't realize when she's gone too far. But I will say that situation was very stressful. Tia, welcome. Glad to see you, my friend. I hope you're ready for another puzzle-filled adventure with Professor Layton and yours truly, and Luke, of course. Second trilogy was over DS 3DS, I see. This is a work of fiction. Characters, groups, and events portrayed within are not intended. Okay. Yeah, it's none of this happened in real life as far as we know. That was Big Ben, which has a very appropriate name to say the least.
It just doesn't seem to add up, Professor.
I honestly thought you were pulling my leg.
What? I wouldn't dream of it.
Luke definitely sounds a little bit older, which makes sense. It's interesting to hear the actor growing up.
Professor,
Huh?
I hope this letter finds you well. As for me, I am in quite a predicament.
Is that Luke? It sounds even older than the already older Luke that we're hearing right now. This is interesting. Perhaps an older brother, or where the time and future in the title are more literal than it seems.
You see, the London we know and love has been thrown into absolute chaos. To complicate matters, the calamity I speak of does not take place in your time.
Well, that answers that question, doesn't it? Okay, so we are dealing with a type of crisis that transcends time and space itself. This is quite the predicament indeed.
This may be difficult to believe, but I am writing to you from 10 years in the future.
10 years?
I know this is a lot to take in, but I'll explain it all soon. For now, I ask that you head to the clock shop on Midland Road in Baldwin. I look forward to seeing you again. Your student, Luke Triton.
So Luke from the future sent a letter through time. I'm now all relaxed and computer is set up. I am glad to hear, Severi. You deserve nothing but the utmost comfort.
strange as it sounds, it seems that the author of this letter is none other than your future self, Luke.
From my future self? But how is that even possible?
I don't know, but it does raise the question, if this letter is indeed authentic, how did it get here?
By time-traveling postman? Just joking, of course.
To be fair, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing we've seen in this series.
But on a more serious note, I think this mystery might be the oddest one we've ever encountered.
I guess we're about to find out.
Indeed. And even in the future, you seem to need my help in solving it.
Layton taking the chance to crack a little joke, a little bit of fun add to the situation, perhaps to light up the mood a little bit, which I can understand.
Your constancy can be quite a comfort in these uncertain times, my boy.
Today is definitely Ziveri does absolutely nothing day. Well, between you and me, my friend, I wouldn't call it doing absolutely nothing. You are taking the time to relax, take a break, take a nice deep breath. I wouldn't say that's doing nothing. That's what we call self-care. And I don't think it's fair to call it nothing. So make sure to take as much of a break as you need, Ziveri. You more than deserve it. Don't call it nothing. Self-care is extremely important as well.
Well, thank you, I suppose. But back to the main question. How do we know the letter is real?
Well, we haven't much to go on yet. But I can't help but think that this strange occurrence is connected to the terrible events of last week.
Bond gets EP? Indeed. Well, Bond should rest. I'm getting an F in self-care. I stayed up until 3 in the morning playing the wood siren. In that case, you too could use a nap. But sometimes, I guess, if I had to be fair, sometimes when you're in the middle of a really fun environment with very dear individuals, it's easy to lose track of time. I myself, I'm no expert in the realm of self-care. I do try my best, but I am no expert by any means. I have been very, very uncareful in certain situations where I am with a significant other. I want to send a bogus letter that's messed up, and that is our first mystery.
It all started.
Welcome to the stream, friend. Hopefully you're doing well.
Alpha distributor, I was able to guide a concentrated stream of Hammer particles through a temporal vortex, more commonly known as a wormhole. This stream of particles allowed me to divine the terminal points of the vortex. Armed with this information, the next step was to artificially distort the flow of time, and generate a massive magnetic field via a Sula coil. Once the magnetic field is firmly established, one has the ability, quite literally, punch holes.
You would think something like space-time wouldn't be a thing people should mess with. We have more than enough stories that mess with the subject. Also, Chalmy is here.
Constructing an energy.
Quite the spread we have here, Inspector.
Honestly, I am glad to see them back. It's always nice to follow a series and see reoccurring characters, of course. Time manipulation isn't as important in Chalmy's steak, apparently. You are hungry? Well, the visuals on screen, I imagine, are not helping to your whole hunger situation, we could say. So apologies for that. But there are some snacks, I do believe, if Maggie has not devoured those yet. You are more than welcome to treat yourself to those.
Though it does make me wonder what we did to deserve invitations to such a feast.
It's obvious, Barton. I'm an influential man in the world of law enforcement. It's only natural I'd be invited to an important event such as this.
Despite the fact that he's not paying attention. Also, I just read that you were playing Doom. I hope you are enjoying that game. It's really fast-paced action, which it's not usually my thing, but I could say I'm quite excel at that sort of thing, despite not being my preferred style of video game.
I suppose that's possible.
Possible, you say?
If you really want more someone to talk more about more action-y focused things, I suggest you speak with Maggie.
Probable. Highly probable, sir.
Tap an area to investigate. The sound of water is so relaxing.
Oh, this food is simply dreadful, Bill. Do get this over with quickly so we can leave.
Quick question, because this is quite a lot of voice acting. Is this game fully voiced? I doubt it, but we're getting quite a lot of voice acting even for background characters. In the previous games, these two would not have voices in this very moment.
Ah, yes, dear.
Not fully, but it has much more. Okay, I noticed the difference immediately.
I have to say, I feel a bit out of place here, Professor.
That's quite understandable, Luke. I'm sure most people would feel the same way in the presence of the Prime Minister.
Even the voice quality sounds even better. It sounds extremely less bit crushed than the previous two games. You gotta have the bursting hot blood packet, the freakopathic creature gods requisite to play some Doom. That does sound like my little sister. As more games were developed for the DS, people got really good at compressing files for it. That sounds... yeah, that does make sense actually. As people get more proficient and used to the technology, it would make sense that they would get better at using said technology. To the point where they were allowed to stretch their arms and legs when given the 3DS. I can imagine. I'm curious to try those games, but hey, one step at a time, right? Each game made better use of the storage for music and voices. The composer had many interviews where he said he completely changed his opinion on how much you could get out of the system by the end. Well, talk about working within your limitations. Some of the best pieces of art have been created from working within limitations.
Hey, look! I think I see Inspector Chelmy over there.
I do find quite charming, honestly, that the actor for Luke has been sounding older and older in each entry, which makes me think when the games began, he may have been very, very young when they first started to have such a big voice change between entries.
So, Professor, what do you think about this whole event? Do you believe that someone has really built a working time machine?
I'm not entirely sure. Still, if it proves to be true, can you imagine the stir it will cause in the scientific community?
I was about to say, why is the currently in development time machine that looks like it's about to explode into pieces in the middle of a peaceful what it seems to be some sort of park of the outside area of some sort of diner? People are literally having lunch in this area. This doesn't seem very safe if you ask me.
Well, I for one am very excited. Though you don't sound entirely convinced, Professor.
Anything's possible, Luke. But I won't be convinced until I've seen the contraption work for myself. And I must confess, something about this entire presentation seems a bit off.
I I was about to say that as well. A lot of explanations about the break-in time itself, but Come to the Time Machine Box Social with free salad bar. Well, there are many events that no one would participate on, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that they offer free food. I will guarantee that at least 50% or more of your guests are just gonna be there to have a free snack. An outdoor patio, for what I assume is either a really fancy restaurant or a rich person's home, perhaps both.
Why do you say that? Ah, of course. That must be your famous intuition talking, huh?
That's one way of putting it, but enough speculation. Look over there, Luke.
Considering the restaurants will deliberately make themselves look like fancy homes sometimes to give a specific atmosphere, it makes it difficult to determine. Very nice observations, Fairy. Perhaps you could become a detective one day. Just from that observation alone, it tells me everything I need to know. I'm a quite well judge of character.
That guard? What about him?
You put out garlic bread and I'll attend a math convention. What would be the type of snack that if it was offered for free, you would attend pretty much anything? I am quite curious.
He seems to be looking for a man who snuck into the event uninvited.
Cupcakes. Math nerds party hard. I haven't been into many conventions of the subject matter, so I will have to take your word for it, Tia. I trust you.
Oh, so we have an intruder in our midst.
Is this gonna be our first puzzle? Puzzle number 1. That is indeed gonna be our first puzzle. An intruder. Oh, there we go. Allow me to drink some water, for the voice acting by yours truly is about to start. Although calling it voice acting perhaps it would be quite the overstatement, considering I am not particularly gifted in that type of skill. I am simply reading the lines of dialogue. Don't sell yourself short, you nerd. I am not trying to sell myself short, I just know where my limitations lie, and I work to exceed them every day. Despite the fact that sometimes it can get tiring. Oh dear, this is not going to go over well. You look troubled, sir. Might we be of any assistance? Oh yes, please, you see, I've just received a report of some untoward behavior. And that is our puzzle number 1, and it seems like, yeah, this is our old familiar font and style of puzzle. Wait a second. That is a new puzzle solving music. This is indeed a new song. Huh. It sounds much more whimsical and mysterious. I really like it, honestly. But although, if you will indulge me for a second here. I think we should admit that the original one also had its charm. After 2 games, you could say I'm attached to this theme in particular. But I welcome the change. It could be nice to change it up a bit. After the 3rd game, having something different, of course. It's more than welcome. I guess I'm just feeling nostalgia, I guess. Okay. There's an uninvited guest at the event, but the guard has received a few clues as to his whereabouts. His table is next to the one with a red flower. His tablecloth is a different color than any next to it. Oh, and his table isn't decorated with a yellow flower. Next to means the tables are connected by dotted lines. Take the guard to the intruder's table. When you get used to a specific way a track sounds, it's pretty nice when it gets a remix that you can catch immediately. That is true. As for the mystery at hand... Okay, we're supposed to move the... Okay. He has quite the entertaining little animation when being picked up. It almost gives me... memories of picking up Miis in the Mii Maker back in the Wii days. As for the answer, Tokyo's theme from SMT4 getting a really awesome remix for Twisted Tokyo absolutely delighted me. I can imagine, especially if you've been with a series for a long time and you start to catch those little details. It's not decorated with a yellow flower. Its tablecloth is different from any next to it. And it's next to one with a red flower. So it's this one.
Here's my answer.
Marvelous.
Phew, that's a relief.
Good work. And you can see a little illustration of the man who came here illegally being kicked out. And as a little extra, a little pigeon seems to be consuming the remains of this man's lunch. That's the thing about outdoors lunch spaces. You may encounter some local animals. Pigeons are especially famous over here for that activity in particular. We got our explanation. We've been here before. Phew. Thanks so much for your help. That fellow's mooching days are over. Did you see that, Professor? I just ate it in an apprehension of a suspect. Oh look, the presentation is about to begin. Let's get back to our seats.
Ladies and gentlemen!
That is quite a voice you have there, sir.
Thank you for taking part in an event that will undoubtedly go down in scientific history. And here to demonstrate mankind's first time machine is its creator, Dr. Alan Stangan.
His tone is hilarious. It's slightly on the goofy side of things, as you could say, but at the same time makes you want to listen to him talking more.
Thank you, my esteemed colleagues.
Hey, Yellow. $10 says Layton has a sword fight with this guy. Well, if you want to play Layton Bingo, Maggie, we have some options here. You could add to that list looks sounding slightly older. The sword fight, of course. A sliding puzzle. Someone screaming Layton. And many other options. If you want to play Layton Bingo.
After years of research in the field of time travel, I'm pleased to share the fruits of my labor.
Tell me getting the wrong guy is also a good option for Layton Bingo.
In just a few short moments, I will be moving on to our scheduled demonstration. But first, I'm delighted to announce that Prime Minister Bill Hawks is Hawks in
Bill
attendance today?
Hawks? A theme used for the introduction of the Fiends fights in SMT5 is a combination of obscure tracks that I wouldn't have caught unless someone told me about it before SMT2, but it was really rad hearing that rendition. I can imagine. It's the sorts of details that fans can really appreciate. It's a little callback and a little bit of a reward for you, the fan, for sticking with the series. Chrono Trigger, hopefully no, but I assume we're gonna have some time and space breaking shenanigans, as they say. But let's find out.
As such, I have reserved a very special seat for our very special guest. Please, join me on stage, Prime Minister. No need to be shy.
Look at that walking animation. All I'm saying is, if level is supposed to have I'm running the other way, that would be the smart choice. Honestly, I don't think it would be the best type of activity to mess with the time and space as we know it, for we don't know the effects that it could cause or if they could be reverted. But you could create a novel telling people about how the world was destroyed by sentient washing machines. And scientists in the real world are gonna create those same washing machines. The scientific field can be very extraordinary and impressive, but when it comes to recognizing warnings in fiction, they are not the greatest.
What do you mean?
I mean, is this contraption a genuine working time machine?
I guess we'll see.
Why don't you have a seat? See for yourself.
Before we start, would you honor us with a few words, Prime Minister?
Good afternoon, everyone.
It is the afternoon.
Today is a monumental day, not only for our great nation, but for the entire human race. Since the beginning of time, we humans have strived to transcend our natural limits. We have conquered the skies and the seas, and we have even traveled to outer space.
The word conquer has a lot of connotations. I would say we're still learning about them. Quite debatable statement, but who am I to argue with the Prime Minister?
But the one frontier that has always eluded us is time. Indeed, traveling through time is a dream many thought was out of reach for humanity. Until now.
Bill punched the fish and won the sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join me in ushering in a new era for mankind.
Why does the presenter look like a coach Hollander from Psychonauts? The character designs in LAYTON games are always interesting looking, shape-wise. Makes everyone very unique, I'll say. I just noticed his tiny arms.
Thank you for those words, Prime Minister. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Please take it away, Dr. Stangan.
Being honest here, everybody. Would you trust a guy called Stangun? Honestly, with a name like that, I would imagine he would shoot you in the back as the first chance he gets.
I have just one more request before we start. I'd very much appreciate the Prime Minister's assistance in this demonstration.
Cyan, someone's saying hello to you here. Hey, it's Very. How you doing, babe?
What do you say, Mr. Hawks?
What?
I assure you, there's no cause for concern.
But I was under the impression that I would merely be observing the proceedings.
Ah, well, do forgive my presumption. It was never my wish to make you uncomfortable. I realize it's been some time since you traded in the hard sciences for the softer variety.
I mean, is it as bad as Doctor Doom? Would it be even more less subtle if he was called Doctor I'm a bad guy or Doctor shoot you in the face or Mr. Backstabber?
Please, feel free to return to your seat, Prime Minister.
Wait. What I mean to say is, of course I can assist you.
Bill, have you lost your mind?
Oh my god. What exactly is a soft science? I guess we're about to find out, Neff. Also, welcome to the stream, my friend. Also, is the doctor sounds like someone I've heard in Lego games. We could have some known voice actors here.
Ah, that's the courage we've come to expect from our fearless leader. You have my thanks. And now, without further ado, I give you my time machine. Mr. Hawks, would you mind just stepping inside?
You step inside it? So this is gonna go awful, right? Absolutely ass cheeks type of situation here. Everything's gonna blow up. I hope not, but I have a bad feeling about this. Oh no. Oh no. I hope someone picks up that phone, cause I called it!
What the dickens just happened?
Oh, this is awful.
Something's gone very wrong.
Where's the Prime Minister?
Oh, where is he? Someone find Bill!
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm and refrain from panicking.
This is chaos. The Prime Minister and Dr. Stungun have vanished.
My word.
Time machine demonstration goes away. The classic
So
disappearing
you think
act.
that what happened last week is somehow connected to this letter?
It's possible. That sound effect is from Mist and the reactor room. From the reactor room. I had no idea. Okay. Can't go any worse than a VGA presentation. I mean, to be fair, most VGA video game like presentations or whatever do not end with things exploding, as far as I know. Finding the Prime Minister is easy. Finding him in one piece might be difficult. That is true. But the fact that there was nothing left of him could mean that he was either sent through time or to a meat grinder.
Wait, maybe if the time machine was real, this letter is real too.
I don't know about that, but these two elements aren't the only puzzling issues. Tell me, Luke, have you heard about the recent disappearances occurring here in London?
Oh yes, I read about it in the paper. some of London's greatest scientists have been mysteriously vanishing.
Is a rogue time traveler trying to delete science? That would be kind of ironic. All of things for me to discover today. Professor Layton and Miss sharing the same sound library is not something I expected. It's the quite peculiar things you end up fighting.
Yes, and I can't shake the feeling that those disappearances are linked to this whole affair. In any case, it seems our best course of action is to head to the location mentioned in the letter.
Good idea.
Okay, our second mystery is, of course, the disappearance of the Prime Minister Bill Hawks. Our first mystery, as you already know, is the strange letter sent, presumably, allegedly, from Gluck from the future.
Following the clue in the letter, the professor and I set on. What awaited us was one of the biggest mysteries we've ever encountered.
Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. Trademark. To my dear friend... Oh. Speaking about me here...
Somehow, a single letter had made its way back through time. And the sender, strange as it sounds, was me. The future me, that is. Little did we know that this letter would draw us into the strangest of situations.
Well, to be honest, despite the fact that we deal with plenty of strange situations in the LAYTON games, I feel like time travel is a first. Prologue. The Clock Shop and Midland Road. Well, here we are. The clock shop the letter mentioned should be around here somewhere, but where? This seems an ideal time to consult the map that accompanied the letter. Here, look. See if you can't find the shop's locations by yourself. Say no more, Professor. Puzzle number 2, the clock shop. Okay, below is the map to the clock shop that accompanied the letter from Future Look. Using the times on the side of the map as clues, find the shop. Draw a circle around the letter of the correct building and then tap submit. Okay. So using these as clues. Okay, so starting from here, for where the arrow is. I think it's H.
How about this?
Marvelous.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
There you go. Yeah. Judging from the timing. That's 2 puzzles on the bag. Promising start if I do say so myself. We have solved the first game and the second one without any hints at all, so let's see if we can keep that streak going. Alright, but before we head off, let's quickly review how to move about. It's clicking on the shoe. That's usually how it goes. Yes, it is. Same gameplay as the previous games, just a different setting and story. I will say though, the second game, the previous one that we played, had quite the affinity and preference to sliding puzzles. Let's see what the main gimmick is gonna be in this one, shall we? Pretty much, but it is the second puzzle in a game that usually has more than 100. Around 120 something around, give or take, around those numbers. It's usually the amount of puzzles that Layton games have. Well, hello there, bright eyes. I can tell from the looks on your faces that you're hankering to hear something useful. Alright, here's my pearl of wisdom. Go and tap that cart parked right over there. 120 to 130 is about right. This is probably gonna teach us about coins. Yes. The hint coins. Oh no, it just fell apart. Never mind that. Did you see that coin that just popped out? That's a hint coin, and it's yours to keep. If you ever find yourself stuck on a puzzle, you can spend one of these lovely coins to get a hint. Just remember that there's a limit to the number of hint coins you can find. If you use them willy-nilly, you may find yourself in a pinch later. Well, hopefully that will not be the case. Not to toot my own horn or put myself in a pedestal, as they say, but I get the feeling that my problem-solving skills are more than enough, or at least good enough to solve the puzzles at hand. Let's continue our journey. That schedule shows that the buses run quite frequently. Thank you very much, Fairy. Any more coins around this area? Yes, there are. Yes, there are. That's strange. When clicking the tree... Okay. Oh! That is new. Okay, that is a very small change, but very useful. Now, if you click near where a coin is, you will hear a sound to guide you towards finding that coin. The tree doesn't make that sound anymore. Interesting and very helpful, actually. Say, Professor, how are we going to keep a track of our progress? Okay. I do remember this. They're explaining all of the mechanics. But it does feel like yesterday when we started playing Pandora's Box, so... I do feel like this is very recent. That's quite interesting. Also, judging from those icons, it seems the gimmick of this game is gonna be some sort of bird, judging from that strange silhouette on the bottom row, the option in the middle. That looks like some sort of bird. In the first game, it was a robot dog. In the second game, it was a hungry hamster. And in this one, it's probably gonna be a bird. Our animal companion. Bird up. More like bird down. It's on the lower row. Okay. And the journal. Okay. Well put, Professor. Thank you, Luke. I imagine we'll make good use of the trunk during our investigation. You're looking for a clock shop, you say? Nah. Can say I know of one around here. Alright, well, thanks just the same. Oh, wait a moment. Thinking on it, I might have passed the clock shop just the other day. Terrific. Do you remember where you saw it? Very rotund. That is one way of describing this gentleman. I am concerned about the length of his arms, honestly. They look very small. I have trouble remembering stuff like this when I have other things on my mind. Help me with this puzzle I had on my brain, and I might be able to recall where I saw that shop. You're in luck, sir. I happen to be a bit of a waste when it comes to puzzles. Okay, bus scheduling. It takes you 1 hour to get to the office by bus. I also noticing that we've done 2 out of 3 puzzles so far, and 2 of those involve time, which is very fitting for the theme, of course. Your work takes 2 hours to complete, after which you catch the bus back home. Based on the departure times listed below, which bus A, B, C, D, or E should take you to work in order to minimize the wait for a ride home? Note, the departure times for the buses homes are listed to the right. 4 a.m., 9 a.m., 2:30, 6 p.m., and 12 a.m. I think it's E.
This one's as good as solved.
Marvelous.
Phew, that's a relief.
Taking the bus E to work at midnight will result in the shortest way for the ride home. Your bus home leaves at 5 a.m. A nighttime job, huh? Hey, nice going, kid. Thanks. So, about that clock shop. Right, the clock shop. It's somewhere on this road, I think. Well, that is good. Later. That gentleman has been most helpful, huh? Something tells me he was more interested in getting us to solve his riddle than in helping. Not to worry though, I'm sure we can find the clock shop on our own. It's probably just a bit farther down this path. None of the business here seem to open. Yes, many of them look like they open in the evening. Let's continue. Oh hey! We've seen this gentleman before many times. Can't say I've ever seen you two whippersnappers before. I don't know about that. Are you sure about that? I feel like we've met before. Oh no, you must be thinking of someone else. But enough about that. I got some juicy information you two might want to hear. Oh, if you're going to tell us about the hint coins, there's no need to continue. And the nice one back there already gave us a full explanation. What? But explaining hint coins is just about the only time we ever get to chat. How could you let someone else give you my speech? So, I guess what you're saying is that we have met before. Certainly not feeling too hard. I better get home. Be seeing you fellas around. His only purpose was taken from him. That is quite sad when you think about it. They took his job. This must be the place, Professor. Oh, finally. I'll get the door. Huh? What seems to be the matter, Luke? The door is locked. Now how are we supposed to get in? Let me have a look. Oh, of course. It seems we need to solve a puzzle on this door to gain entrance. Thank you very much for the water, Redeem. Due to unfortunate temperature in my current location, water is more than appreciated. Constantly changing temperatures are some of the worst things that your body can tolerate. Okay. You've arrived at the clock shop, but there doesn't seem to be a way to open the door. Oh, you could help narrate, huh? I would be more than happy to do something like that if you could help with the narration. We could make it even a more interactive experience of sorts, huh? You have opened my eyes to the possibility, and I am, as they say, more than down for the possibility. So you let me know when you are available, Tia, and we can arrange that no problem. The puzzle door. We need to solve a puzzle to open this. Professor Layton seems to take place in the Resident Evil universe then. Yes, but the difference between Professor Layton and Resident Evil is that Professor Layton does not require running around a very open space full of enemies to move items around. He has all of the answers and tools right in his head. You've arrived at the clock shop, but there doesn't seem to be a way to open the door. Your look is spot on. I would love to hear it. But yeah, Professor Layton simply does everything on his own. If Professor Layton was in the Resident Evil universe, I feel like those games would be, at most, 10 minutes long. You've arrived at the clock shop, but there doesn't seem to be a way to open the door. While you're looking for the doorknob, a voice from the inside calls you out. Press the panel with the timepiece. What panel do you press? Remember, you can only press one. The timepiece, you say? Would it be the first one that looks like an hourglass?
How about this?
Marvelous.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Quite basic. That did the trick. A lot of animation for the intro, it's true. We've seen many cutscenes so far. Which I'm thankful for. These cutscenes are a treat. Oh. A little unnerving.
Huh? Look, over there!
What's this?
Is that the time machine? Oh, gracious. Customers. We haven't had any of those in ages. Welcome. Good day to you, madam. You'll have to excuse us, but we're not actually here to shop. You see, I received a letter the other day pointing me here. A letter, you say? Let me have a look at it, dearie. Yes, there is no mistake here. Whoever sent you this wanted you to visit our little shop. So you don't know the person who sent out this letter? Unfortunately, I can't say I do, but I do know who you are, Professor Layton. Oh really? And how do you know the professor? Well, if it's hard not to know a man who's in the paper so often. And I do so love my morning paper. I read it in front to the back every day. So of course I know the professor. Did you hear that, Professor? Further proof that you're a famous throughout all of London. Even all the way out here. Hey now, what do you mean all the way out here? Just because we don't fancy living in the sardine tin flats doesn't mean we're not centrally located. Still, it is quite a surprise to see the famous Professor Layton in the flesh. I'm going to need some proof before I believe you're not just some celebrity impersonator. And that means, yes, puzzle number 6. Needling needles. Okay. It's so dark in the shop that I'm having trouble seeing these tiny needles and thread. Can you help me out of this jam, dearie? There are 2 threads, A and B. How many needles eyes does a thread pass through? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's easy.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Marvelous.
Just as I suspected.
Well, I for one, I am thoroughly convinced you certainly do live up to your reputation. Of course he does. Yes, well, about that letter. I can't say I've seen it before, but my husband might know something about it. He's alright now, but he should be back any minute. Why not look around the shop while you wait? That was a shockingly easy puzzle. Sometimes they are like that. Sometimes you have a puzzle that takes 2 seconds to solve, and then you get a sliding puzzle. Yeah, there are many puzzles. Oh, Neff, the second game, the previous one we completed, was full of sliding puzzles. And they were all very challenging. Quite an impressive piece of machinery. Usually the first dozen puzzles are very basic. It's pretty much an introduction. It certainly is impressive. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to work. Well, there's no shortage of ways to tell me the time here. Oh, you just reminded me of a splendid puzzle look. Honestly, this is a catchphrase that could be added to the to the Professor Layton bingo that we were planning. Layton saying that something reminds him of a puzzle. That should go in the bingo as well. Puzzle number 7. What's the time? Time to get a freaking clock! You should have said watch. I am aware. Okay, this analog clock fell off the wall and it hit the floor so hard that all of the numbers popped off. What a mess. The clock also stopped working when it hit the ground, but even without the numbers, you can still tell exactly what time it fell off. What time is the clock showing? Don't worry about AM or PM. It's actually 6. This is what Posse? I don't think I heard that one before. I think it's 6.
Here's my answer.
Marvelous.
I knew it!
You know how there's that spin-off where you play as Professor Layton's daughter? I am aware that that is a thing. Who's the mom? Huh. I actually have no idea. You know, I've never seen a clock so big up close. It's a real shame it seems to be broken. Oh, there's one with his cousins? I had no idea either. This franchise seems bigger and bigger every single time I learn something about it. Which is not a bad thing. My husband will be back soon, so just have a look around the shop while you wait. What else could we interact with? Okay. Oh, another puzzle. I've never seen such a wide variety of clocks in one place. Yes, and they're all extremely well made. Whoever built them must be tremendous talent. Really? How can you tell that just by looking at them? One gains an eye for these things with age, my boy. You know, I have a superb puzzle about clocks that seems particularly apropos. Care to try it? You bet I would, Professor. Puzzle number 8. The odd clock. Okay, here's a numberless clock that some prankster has rotated an unknown amount. The clock is still running normally though, and each colored circle on its face represents an hour. Even without the numbers, you can still tell what time is it. Write down the exact hour. It doesn't matter whether it's AM or PM, but your answer should be in the form of a double XO clock. Okay. Okay. Is it 12? Let me look at it again. I think it's 12 o'clock.
Here's my answer.
Easy.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
There you go. Spot on, look. Good work. Has the gentleman we're waiting for returned already? Perhaps any more clock-related puzzles at hand? Let's go back. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think I just heard the door. Someone's here. That must be my husband. Wait till you see the little chain I picked up today, love. Oh my, customers. Welcome back, dear. This here is Professor Layton. He tells me he has some business with the shop. Layton? You are Professor Layton? My apologies, I wasn't expecting you so soon. Expecting us? No apologies necessary. My good man. Oh, and allow me to introduce my apprentice. I'm the professor's apprentice. Look, nice to meet you, sir. Look, you say. What I mean to say is, those are some fine manners. Nice to meet you too, lad. The name is Cog. Tell me, Cog. You seem a bit flustered by our arrival. We certainly don't mean to impose. Oh, no. It's no imposition at all. It's just that I had instructions to show you our biggest clock in action upon your arrival. It certainly is quite a beauty. Pity it is not working. Yes, I plan to give her a tune-up before you stop by so you could see her in all her glory. Now that I'm getting on in age, I have trouble remembering to keep the old gull in good repair. To be honest, I can't recall where this last gear goes, and without it, I can't start up the clock for you. Oh well, it certainly makes sense why our arrival might have taken you off guard. Tell me, the papers say you're a learned man. Surely you can figure out where this gear goes, yes? Me? Well, I'd like to help, but I'm no mechanical engineer, you see. Oh, at least give it a try. Don't you want to see our biggest clock in its full working splendor? I certainly do. Very well, I'll give it a shot. Okay. This should be quite the basic puzzle. Your task is to make the top and bottom cogs turn in clockwise, as shown by the red arrows in the diagram. In order to do this, which extra cog should be inserted, A, B, or C? Type the letter in the center of the correct cog to submit your answer. It should be... B.
That should do the trick.
Marvelous.
Well, that's settled.
Simple enough. That did the trick. Just stay right here. I'll go start her up. Here it goes. It has quite a lot of strange machinery for a simple clock.
Are you all right, Luke?
Yes, but that was quite a shake.
Huh? What is going on here?
And just where in the world are we?
Did we just time travel? It was a time machine then. Is this the future? Hey, the door is just slammed behind us, and now it's locked. Well, that's not very polite. It does appear that we've been shut out. And why does everything look so different out here than just a few moments ago? Back to the past. We need to get back to the past. You know, time travel into the future reminds me of a puzzle. Time on itself is very puzzle, and I am amazed that Layton has not said that already. But seeing as we can't get into the clock shop right now, why don't we take a look around the area? London Warped. Hello, mister? Oi, be careful around these parts. We're doing quite a bit of construction here, you see. Goodness, you certainly do work quickly. I don't recall seeing any of these when I last passed through. When did you start work here? Now that's a good question. I'd say it's between about a year, but we haven't gotten much done because we're short-handed. A year? Come on, quit messing with us. Curious. I'm positive there was no construction at all going on when we walked by a short while ago. No construction at all? Look, I know progress hasn't been speedy, but I'm doing the best I can, friend. So if you're going to make fun, beat it, will you? I'm busy here. I'm sure you're right, Professor. There wasn't any construction going on here before. I've never seen an apparatus like this. I wonder what it's for. It's good to see hint coins are still a thing even in the future. There are so many machines around here, it's like a factory. I know London like the back of my hand, but this area feels quite foreign to me. How odd. Who is this gentleman? Nicholas. Holy Stilton on a stick. Great Cheshire on a chimney. Are you... No, he couldn't be. I'm sorry, have we met before? Ooh, I thought I was in real trouble when I saw that hut of yours. But it's clear you ain't who I thought you were. So it seems we got nothing to talk about. Beat it. Quite rude individual. Okay. Oh, it looks like this door is unlocked. Interesting. Let's duck in for a moment. Okay. It seems like this fellow has had a little bit too much to drink, judging from all the red around his eyes and his general vibe, as they say. Hello? Demi's plaster, just to put it lightly. What could I help you with, Oh, never mind, it's something, it's nothing really. Don't run away. It gets so lonely around here without someone to talk to. Is that his hairstyle or a piece of bread on top of his head? I guess we'll never know. I appreciate your concern, lad, but not many youngsters would stop to listen to an old man's problems. Here's a little something for your kindness. Huh? A puzzle? What day is it? Plaster, this man is the whole wallpaper. Quite the clever observation, Neff. Even though we're constantly passing through time, sometimes it can be difficult to think about the way time flows. If yesterday is day after tomorrow is Sunday, what day is tomorrow's day before yesterday? My brain hurt! Mine doesn't. I got this. It's Friday.
This one's as good as solved.
Marvelous.
I knew it.
So blessed he forgot the day of the week. Well, aren't you a smart one? A clever lad like you deserves a present. Here. Oh, what's this? A picture book of the very definition of fun. Hey! Oh, well, I'm a bit old for picture books in case you didn't notice. For normal picture books, sure, but this one is special, see? Special how? Well, if you open it, you'll notice that the whole portion of the book are blank. Thanks? The picture book minigame has been added to the trunk. You got a plum tree sticker for picture book 1. You got a boot sticker for picture book 1. You got a man sticker. That man has a name, sir. You received a picture book and stickers from Alfie. The picture book minigame has been added to the trunk. Yeah, it's touching. Mine will put you in plums? Hopefully no. Inside the sticker book. What about this lovely lady? Anita. Welcome, sirs. Please make yourselves at... Oh my. That hat of yours. Good day, madam. This is certainly a charming cafe you have there. Tell me, when did you go into business? Go into business? Well, I've been running the place for 2 or 3 years. But the cafe itself has been around for much longer. It must be coming up on 50 at this point. I see. I have just one more question if you don't mind. I stopped by earlier and noticed your business was closed. Why wait until evening to open your doors? Closed? You sure you came by here? I open this place up every day bright and early. It doesn't really get busy until later on, but what can you do? Oh, since you seem like a nice enough fellow, let me give you a tip. Lose the hat. My hat? Why would I do that? I'd rather not go into details, but let's just say a hat like that could get you into trouble. Why exactly? It's not the most inviting looking room, is it? If I were you, I'd seriously consider losing the hat. Well, we'll take Anita's advice into consideration. Yeah. But it might result in us seeing Layton without the hat for the first time. This area seems unfamiliar as well. I'm sure I've never been here before. Yes, it's clear something's going on here that I don't fully understand. Oh wait, I have an idea about what happened. We must have left the clock shop from a different exit. So we're probably taking a different route away from the shop. No, that can't be right. Think back to when we left the shop, Luke. We left through the same door that we used to enter the shop. Of that, I am sure. Yes, I suppose you're right, Professor. But what else could explain this change of scenery? Perhaps our surroundings will shed some light on things. Let's investigate the vicinity a bit more. Who is this gentleman? Oh my god, someone gives this guy a freaking sandwich. Holy crap! It's amazing that this man can walk without falling into pieces like a Lego castle. What is it? I didn't know anything. I swear, I know nothing. Are you alright, sir? You're dripping with perspiration. May I suggest a calming cup of tea? I apologize for the sweat, sir. And I'll get to that tea right away. That's one of Trey's toggles. Stickman. Maybe there is someone in this time period that wears or wore a hat like that, who was infamous enough to make people have negative connotations to it, like how armbands are now only remembered for one horrible thing. That is true, there might be someone wearing a hat similar to Layton's doing horrible things. What if Paolo now is the one disguising as Layton? Have you noticed that a lot of people have been acting awfully nervous around you? I certainly have, though I can't understand why. My hat in particular seems to make many of the people we've met very uncomfortable. I don't know why anyone would be afraid of you or your hat. After all, it's not like you go around terrorizing folks when I'm not around, Scared people. That's mystery number 4. Oh. Flower? This place is a mess. That triple flower even has a bug swarming around it. The bug is... Oh. Okay, we meet again, lady. Wow, why is someone lurking in the shadows? Okay, so this place belongs to her, I see. Because wherever there are lost puzzles, there I am. Even if it means standing in the dark. Oh, it's you! It's the granny. Have we met before? No? Well, then allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands the beautiful and clairvoyant Granny LAYTON. Beautiful? Well, I guess you look pretty good for your age. Watch your words, Luke. After all, we don't want to offend the lady, do we? You ever notice how many mysteries there are in the world? How many puzzles? Puzzles that tease your brain? Puzzles that bend your mind? Puzzles that just plain frustrate the heck out of you? Certainly. Well, every puzzle you pass over or leave unsolved has got to go somewhere, right? Where do they go, you ask? Well, they come to stay with me. I had a feeling that was where you were going with this. This is only our 3rd game in the series. So basically, if during the completion of a chapter you missed any puzzles, you can come to her and you will be able to do all the puzzles that you missed. Simple as that. It's explaining more mechanics from the previous games. So you're saying that without me, you two will find yourselves in a jam? A giant vat of a jam. And as for the bored gentleman in the tall hat, what would say you? I concur with my friend here. Yep, I figured you both say something like that. But don't fret, I'll make sure you're taken care of. How? You'll just have to wait and see for yourself. When you've lost a few puzzles, come back here. Everything should become clear then. Now, I know we just met, but you'll have to excuse me, as I'm going on a well-deserved vacation. I might never see you again, so ta-ta! And have a positively puzzly day. A puzzly day? What an unusual conversation that was. Let's be sure to come back here later. Definitely. Though that bug does give me the creepy crawlies. Seems we're not able to click the bug. I guess we'll find out what that is later. Let's keep exploring for now. What happened to the bus stop? It's in shambles. Oh, that does look pretty bad. The bus stop looks like it's about to fall over. Yes, it looks like as if no one has used it in ages. But how can that be? We arrived here just a few hours ago and the stop looked fine then. Honestly, we should have asked anyone what year is it and save us the trouble. I'll go see what it says. Well, I don't understand this at all. What do you mean? The sign that says that service on this line has been discontinued. Given the appearance of this bus stop, I don't doubt it. Yes, but here's the strange part. The date on this notice is 5 years in the future. What? Look, let me have a look at that. Professor, I just had a sudden thought. Could we possibly have traveled to the future? It's true that we've encountered much here to suggest we're no longer in the London we know. Just the same, I believe it's a bit early to leap into that conclusion. Look. Let's see what else we can find out by exploring this strange place. You there in the tall hat, you wouldn't happen to be Professor Layton, would you? I am indeed, and who might you be, sir? That's not important right now. Here's what's important. I have an urgent letter for you. But before I go handling it over, I need to verify your identity. Let me guess, with a puzzle? I got a puzzle here picked out for just that purpose, so get to solving. Okay, the professor's head. It's the name of puzzle number 11. Okay. Below are 5 blocks. You can fit them into the shape of the Professor Layton's top half without overlapping the pieces, or leaving any spaces empty. You can rotate the blocks. Okay. It's like a strange version of Tetris. Hatris. Also, I do enjoy this squared Professor Layton face. It's quite charming. It's almost like pixel art in a way. Honestly, it looks like something you could build in Minecraft. Not untrue. How about this? The corners are gonna be the tricky parts, I feel. There you go. As for the other parts, now we just need to complete the rest of the shape itself, which should be quite simple.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Marvelous.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
You said it, Layton. Okay, I am sorry, but that is beyond adorable. I am quite fond of that picture of pixelated Layton. And that is puzzle 11. You got a plum sticker for picture book 1. Alright, I'm convinced, Professor. Here's your letter. Let's see what it says.
Professor, if you're reading this, it means you've made it safely to my time. I can hardly wait to see you again. I wish to enlist your help in freeing this town from the tragedy that has befallen it. But first, I'm sure you'll want some proof that you're actually in the future. I've thought long and hard about the best way of convincing you. Make your way through town to the address below. What you find there is sure to quell any doubts. Room 312, Green Hospital, 123 Auckland Lane.
I was starting to wonder why that voice sounded familiar. I do believe that's Yuri Lovetal voicing Future Luke. Well, I think our next destination has been decided for us. Let's pay this hospital a visit. Sounds good, Professor, but how do we get to Auckland Lane? It would be easy if the buses were still running, but unfortunately that's not the case. Perhaps that woman over there knows of a different way to get around town. Future Look, and that's half of our mysteries already established. Excuse me, we're trying to get to Auckland Lane, but the bus doesn't seem to run there anymore. You're right about that. Those buses were already shut down when I moved to this city 2 years ago. That is indeed Yuri Lothal. His voice is very distinct. I had the suspicion, but thanks for the confirmations. Very, very appreciated. 2 years ago, but the sign says the buses won't stop running for another 5 years. 5 years? Goodness no. You better recheck that math of yours. That notice is 5 years old. But that can't be right. Unless... Look, that's enough. I do apologize for my friend, madam. Tell me, do you find the lack of bus service in this area to be an inconvenience? Here? Not at all. Whenever I need to use public transportation, I just take the underground railway. There's a stop on Flatstone Street. You two must be tourists, yes? With all your questions, you should stop by the hotel on Southern Street. It's just down this road. The staff there can help you find where you need to go. Thank you for your assistance, madam. Tourist? Us? I was born and raised here. I've lived in London longer than she has. Now look, there's no need to get all wound up. Let's find that hotel. I'm late. Oof. Ow. So it seems we have run into someone here. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Are you okay? I skipped my knee. But if you give it a kiss, it will make it all better. Belle? Great. They poke her up. Smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. Oh. No, stay back. Don't come any closer. Look, watch your tone. Remember, a gentleman always remains kind when conversing with a lady. Oh, your name is Fluke? What a charming name, so very whimsical. Yeah, this lady doesn't seem to take personal space into consideration. Alright, I have to go right now, but let's review later. Dreamboat? Actually, miss, my name is Luke. Oh. She ran off. What an unusual young lady. This similar thing happened in the second game. Ladies just swoon over Luke. That's a nice way of putting it, Professor. Hi there. We're looking for a hotel on Southern Street. Is this Southern Street? Bzz. Incorrect. So we are in Southern Street. Ding ding ding. Now you're in the neighborhood. The neighborhood of correct, that is. Professor, I'm having a hard time making heads or tails of what this boy is saying. He's trying to help, look. You just need to go about asking in a different way. Here, watch. Hello there, young man. Tell me, is Southern Street east of here? Ding ding ding. Correct. And there's a hotel located there, yes? Ding ding ding. Correct again. Just look for the building with the white walls up ahead. Thank you. Alright, look. Unless our friend here is mistaken, we should head east to reach our destination. If you say so, Professor. More interesting people here. Good day, young lady. Can you tell us if this building here is a hotel? Oh, good day, gentlemen. If you're looking for a hotel, you come to the right place. Hotel Duke is one of London's finest and most famous. Will you do us the honor of staying with us? For a famous hotel, you keep an awfully low profile. This is the first I've heard of Hotel Duke. Well, there's a simple explanation for that. You see, we're a hotel for ladies and gentlemen with discriminating tastes. I can say we're as popular with the primary school crowd, little boy. Oh, our friend here doesn't take kindly to our permission and the good name of our hotel, look. Well, young lady, thank you for your help. And she just left. Family Gun. He kinda looks like he works for some sort of like mafia or some sort of shady organization. Oh, you did not just try to talk to me. Do I look like I want to talk? I am terribly sorry. I was only... You got some nerve wearing that hat. You do. Yeah, nerve but no brains. What's wrong with my hat? Do I look like I'm talking to you, Pipsqueak? No. I'm talking to your Paul in the big hat there. Me? Well, I don't see anything wrong with my hat either, sir. Listen to you, I don't see anything wrong with my hat. It's like you want me to rearrange your face. Oh, hey there. Welcome to the stream. We're just encountering a really tricky situation in Professor Layton. We have traveled in time, it seems. Hopefully your day is going well, my friend. That's it. It's time to teach you a lesson. Solve this puzzle. Puzzle number 12. Follow the arrows. Okay. This puzzle is super easy. All you have to do is place each of the 7 cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus and equal into the square that its arrow is pointed into. That is dead easy. Oh, and one more thing. The equation created by the cards has to be valid. Oh, I see where this is going. Hey, Sho, welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you so much for the sub. You're on a streak of 38 months, which is quite the number, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. And usually the sword fight happens near the end and we are near the beginning, so we may have to wait a little bit longer before we get to the actual sword fight, but I am convinced that it will happen. We are playing Professor Layton Bingo here, and as for this puzzle, this is very simple. I figured. Classic Layton misdirection, my favorite. Look at this. This was originally a piece that read as 1, but you can rotate it to create a minus. And now the equation makes sense. Best of luck at work, Show. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your presence if you joined for a minute or an hour. The fact that you came to the stream and said hello, it's what matters and I appreciate it. But without further ado.
That should do the trick.
Marvelous.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Much love indeed. Well, someone's smarter than he looks. I'll let you off with a warning this time, alright? But if you're still wearing that hat tomorrow, things will get ugly, and by things I mean your face. It's quite ironic that he gave us a hat sticker for that. Welcome to Hotel Duke, one of London's finest and most esteemed establishments. Oh, hello again. I ran ahead and took the liberty of preparing a suit for you two. May I help you with your bags? Well, that was nice of you and all, but we just wanted to ask directions to the railway station. Perhaps you might reconsider staying with us. You are a tourist here, are you not? As you can see, Hotel Duke is certainly located. Stay with us and you'll spend less time traveling and more time having fun in the city. When you beat the mafia and get a sticker. Well, that is pretty much what just happened, as despite the fact that it sounds like a very specific circumstances, that just seems to be just life. That's just what happened on screen at just less than a minute ago. You do make a compelling argument, young lady. Location is everything. We'll take a room and directions to the closest underground railway station if you please. Please sir, none of that young lady stuff, call me Becky. Oh, and could I please ask you to sign the hotel guest book? Professor, are we really going to stay here? Indeed we are. Somehow you and I have managed to get ourselves lost in an unfamiliar area. As Becky noted, having a central location to return you while we're here could prove very useful. Oh goodness me, hello. You'll have to forgive me, I didn't even see you two come in. Welcome to Hotel Duke, home of exemplary services and the world's best breakfast. That is quite the claim, Margaret. I am Margaret, hotel manager. Should you need anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks, but what about lunch and dinner? Those aren't the world's best as well? Ah, it seems to have a little gourmand here. Rest easy, young man. For lunch, we offer sandwiches and fresh-baked, pillowy, soft bread. And if you enjoy a good roast, I might suggest you order in for dinner, as ours is the best in the city. You know, Professor, I changed my mind. I quite like this place. Let's stay here. The promise of a good meal strikes again to change someone's mind. Just like we were talking about before. Yes, our sandwiches tend to have that effect on people. Now, if you could just... Oh dear. What's wrong? I got 4 pens here, but I think only one of them has any ink in it. Pick the pen. Only one of the 4 pens shown below actually works. Here are some clues to help you identify it. All 4 pens currently have the wrong color caps. When assembled correctly, all 4 pens have one white section. The working pen is to the left of the one that should have the green cap. Choose the working pen A, B, C, or D. Well, that's easy enough.
This one's as good as solved.
Marvelous.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Ah, that's the one. Now, if you'd be so kind as to sign it. Very well. You're all set now, Professor Layton. Oh, and you must be Luke. Becky will show you up to your quarters. I'll be showing you to your quarters now, Professor Layton. My name is Becky. Should you need anything, don't hesitate to call on me. We know your name, Becky. You gave it to us earlier, remember? And I'm Luke. Oh, and there's no need to be so formal. All that politeness makes me feel awkward. Shh. My granny's a sticker for more formal service. I need to stay polite while we're in earshot. Oh, gotcha. Now, if you're gentlemen already, let me escort you to your room, to your quarters. Right this way. It seems like quite the cozy room. This room has the best view in the hotel. You lucky ducks totally scored. Did you hear that, Professor? We lucked out. Yeah, though I guess it's not really luck now that I think about it. See, ever since we moved the hotel to this new location, we haven't had a single guest. So, Hotel Duke used to be located somewhere else? It's kind of a sensitive subject, so I'd rather not talk about it anymore. I hope you understand. Say, it was really something the way you solved that puzzle my granny threw at you. Yeah, I'm pretty big on puzzles. Me too. Tell you what, solve a puzzle for me, and I'll tell you too how to get to the railway station. Well, that would be pretty useful. Find the station. Okay. A woman is looking for a subway station, but the map she has is missing the station location. However, the map does have one hint written on the back. To get from the flower shop to the subway station, mimic the path that students take from school to the library. That's pretty much what we're trying to find out here, actually. Okay. The smaller squares are buildings. The pencil icon denotes the school, while the book icon denotes the library. Circle the location of the subway station. Okay. Okay. Is it the top? This is the top left one. I could be wrong in this one.
Here's my answer.
Oh. Marvelous.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Okay. Just right there. Serval. Welcome, dear friend. Hope you're doing well. Here is your greeting emoji. For those who don't know, every single time Serval arrives to the stream, we like to greet him with the same cat emoji that he posts. It's quite the tradition around here, as you can see. Or any cat emoji for that matter. You got a girl sticker. That kinda looks like Flora. Nicely done. Okay, so you're trying to get to the underground railway, right? Wait a second. Where is Flora in all this? It's not too far, just keep going east once you leave the hotel. Soon you'll pop out into Flatstone Street. Head north and the station will be on your right. Thanks, Becky. I think we can manage from here. Oh, but wait, one more thing. What's that? It's a bit of a detour, but you should head through the arcade north of here on your way out. There's a restaurant there that's just scrumptious. Of course, it's not as delicious as the fare we serve here, but it's good, you know? Thank you for the water redeem, Alfred. It's highly appreciated. And the stretch as well. And the red dance, of course. Much better. Much better. It's important to stretch. When we walked by last time, there was an odd little boy blocking the way north. Oh, you must be talking about Max. He pretty much does whatever I tell him to do. So just let him know that Vicky sent you and he'll let you right through. Good to know. Well, we might as well go through the arcade and see a bit more of the area. Scrumdiddlyumptious. Wait, before we go, yes, there you go. There you go. And there you go. Oh, young man, may I have a moment? Are you talking to me? I am indeed, look, was it? It sure is. What can I do for you? Oh, it's nothing terribly important. It's just it's been a while since I had a youngster like yourself here. That's why I thought I welcomed you with a gift. A present? For me? That's right. From what I hear, these are all the rage with the local children. Oh, it's one of those toy cars. Do you have one too, Becky? Me? Nah, I'm not into kitty toys like that. Oh. I mean, not that there's anything the matter with having an interest in toys. Actually, that car is the perfect toy for a boy your age, so have fun with it. You know, if Kiryu was here, he would throw a freaking fit because you don't shit talk of pocket racing. Don't look so glum, look. Collecting miniature cars is a perfectly respectable hobby for a gentleman. Yeah, I guess the professor's got a point there. See, I told you. Kiryu would go apeshit. Plus, it's a cute little car, if I do say so myself. You got a new course for the toy car, Daily Stroll. It's its own minigame, it seems. The toy car minigame has been added to the trunk. Use your wits to pilot your car through a number of twisty obstacle-laden tracks. So you even get a car minigame. If we wish to pass through the arcade on the way to the station, we might need to go the other way. I know, Professor. I just wanted to explore a little bit. Does our friend the Mafia Man here have anything else to say? Didn't I tell you not to talk to me? Didn't I? Get out of my sight. Not in the mood to get humiliated once more, I see. Hi there, you're Max, right? Ding ding ding, that's correct, but how do you know my name? Becky told us who you were. Bzz, invalid answer, so Bossy Vicky sent you. You must be staying at her hotel. Ding, yes, we are. Tell me, is that the arcade back through that arch? And does the arcade lead to the station? Ding ding ding, yep, that's the arcade. If you walk all the way through, you'll hit a big street. That street is called Flatstone Street. The subway station is on the north edge of Flatstone Street. Good to know. What do you think you're looking at, Shorty? Is this the same family goon or a different one? Oh, hello, sir. Can you tell me how to get to the station? What hotel? I've been posted here all day. Not that it's any of your business. I'd sneak off if I could, but if Buster found out, he'd have my head. Yikes. I guess I thought you were someone else. Have a good day. Not so fast, kid. You're the one who wanted to talk, so no running out on me. Standing around all day hasn't exactly been a thrill ride. Let me bounce a puzzle off you. Puzzle 16. What day is it to? If 7 days after 70 days ago was Sunday, 7 days before 70 days from today is what day of the week? Sunday.
Here's my answer.
Marvelous.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Was easy enough. Get puzzled, the kid. That was not very puzzling, that was actually quite basic. Let me drop this puzzle on your hands, look Pokemon Puzzle League. But you solved it already? Great, now what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Keep from not enough on the job. It's the Puzzle Mafia. The sign says that the restaurant is open. Huh. Quite the muscular chef on the chest area. But the, let's just say the arms are a little bit on the thinner side of things. Sorry to disappoint, friend, but we're not open yet. Didn't the sign say it was open? Didn't you see the sandwich board on front? It should have said as much. The signs seemed to indicate that you were open. It's no trouble though. That Mats is such a space cadet. Oh, that's a mustache? I thought it was a beard. That's interesting. I can't tell you how many times I've told that boy to change the sign on his way out. Sorry for the inconvenience. Would you like to have a seat and wait? We'll be ready before too long. In that case, we'll have to come back later. We're in a bit of a rush right now, you see. Yeah, no, I thought it was a beard, but it's actually a mustache. It's so strange. Just as well, really. I got a mess on my hands that needs my attention now. What seems to be the problem? It's the door to the back entrance. The wife set a new code to the lock when she went out. She left me a note explaining the new code, but I can't figure out what she's trying to tell me. That is quite a predicament. When he eats the food, the food goes through a car wash. Oh, jeez. The messy note. Okay. It seems you need to enter a number to open the door. The only clue you have is a hastily written note from a woman known for her poor handwriting. So what's the number? This is very easy actually. It might look like RHB, but if you look closely, it's actually 121 minus 113, making the answer 8.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Marvelous.
Just as I suspected.
And there you go. Although a single-digit password doesn't seem too safe either. Oh, thanks to you I can finally get to cooking. Come back later and your tab's on the house. You got a banana sticker. Sorry friend, the kitchen is not ready to start cooking yet. Let's continue traveling forward. Oh, speaking of bananas. Some little bug dropped a banana peel over here. How disgusting. Oh, what a dreadful uncouth behavior. Look, do the gentlemanly thing and pick it up, would you? You got it, Professor. Oh, while you're doing that, here's a puzzle to make the chore go by faster. A puzzle to make picking up a banana peel go faster, you say? Make your way from the start to the goal, but be wary of banana peels. Whenever you step on one, you'll slide without stopping until you hit a wall. Can you find a way through these slippery streets? Okay. Bananazzle? That is one way of describing it. Okay. Tap the red arrows to move. Okay. That will make us hit a wall. Let's keep going up. Oh, I got it. I think I deciphered it. We'll use this banana here to bounce into this wall. We'll go up 2 steps, and the rest is the clean shot to the exit.
How about this? No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Marvelous. Sweet. Most people have seen banana peels used in cartoons for slippery comedic effect, but if you've ever actually stepped on a banana peel, you know it's no joke. There, all cleaned up. That's one less banana peel color in the streets of London. Well done. Your thoughtfulness may have just saved someone from taking a nasty spill. Oh. This man put all the points in freaking head size and none in neck. This man has no neck. Where does the neck and the chin actually start or end? This man looks like an egg. Say, did you two see that no good Nick skulking around here earlier? Yes, why do you ask? Just thought I'd give you a word of advice. His entire gang is bad news. They call themselves the family. And they monitor everything people get up to around these parts. Who are you talking about exactly? His head looks like a stone you escape across the river. That will be accurate, but that's not just his head, that's his entire body. Oh, and don't ever try to be a hero. Bravery will only get you in the worst kind of trouble. As you can see, that's his entire body shape. Then why don't the police do something about them? Police? More like Professor Layton? We haven't gotten that far into the series to arrive to that conclusion, but we do know he has a daughter. Also, welcome to the stream. Ask him if he was able to catch Sonic. I haven't seen police on these parts, on these streets for years. Nowadays, it seems like the family makes the law. How terrible. You're telling me... Wait, whoops. Here comes one of their goons now. Try not to stare. Sir, would you mind if I had a look at that paper you're holding? Well, I'm kind of busy hiding behind it right now, but sure, knock yourself out. No, that can't be. Professor, look at the date on this paper. Hey, no need to act so shocked, it's just a newspaper. Anyway, I've got places to be. Can I have my paper back? Oh, yes, of course. Thanks. Garfield still gets printed. I didn't misread the date on that paper, did I? I don't think so, look. It was dated 10 years in the future. So maybe the reason why nothing looks familiar is because we're in London 10 years from our own. Perhaps, though I think the matter deserves more investigation. Whoever wrote that last letter assured us that we'd find proof of our time travel at Green Hospital. Let's make our way over there without further delay. And we have solved one of the mysteries already. Interesting. This must be the big street that Max was talking about. Right, Flagstone Street. Excellent. If we continue north, the investigation should be on the right-hand side of the street. Then we're almost there. Let's keep moving, Professor. Hey, is it just me or is that man on the corner shaking? Yeah, a lot of things seem to be absolutely different in just 10 years. Oh, is that gentleman with the really thin limbs? What do you want? Please don't hurt me. What's that, the station? Oh, it's just down the street. Don't come any closer. Just leave me alone. He just up and left. Hey, look. There's that family gun we saw earlier. He's certainly dressed similarly, but I do believe that's a different fellow. Say, Professor, isn't that the logo of the Underground Railway? Indeed it is. It took longer than expected, but we finally arrived at the station. And another mystery to solve in the future. No pun intended. Well, we'll need to buy tickets to ride the subway. Do you think you can handle that, Luke? Sure thing, Professor. It looks like I have to select a destination. Where's the button for Outland Lane Station? Travel to this destination? Okay. So it seems to have a travel system in this game? Interesting. Usually in LAYTON games we just stay in a single location until the story lets us continue. It's quite different. Well, that was easy. Look, Professor, we're just a few steps away from the hospital. Wonderful. Let's head over. Natalia. Do you think she won an award for the biggest forehead known to man? I am not sure about that. I wouldn't know. We just met her. Hello there. Good day, madam. Would you mind helping us with something? Sure, I got nothing better to do today. That award goes for Frank's Platoon 3. You know, that would make sense, but maybe this is a close second place. I would say, hey lady, why the long face? That award was rightfully won by the Kolyuku Kitsumaki. There are many characters with big foreheads, it seems. And Natalia is one of them. This place is dead. We're here to visit someone in your care. Can you point us towards room 312? Room 312, huh? Let's see. Andrew Schrader. Sure. What? I'm sorry, but did you just say Andrew Schrader? Mind your volume, sir. You're in a hospital after all, so are you two relatives of Dr. Schrader? No, actually, I'm a former student of his. And your little friend there? He's, well... Dr. Schrader's pupil's apprentice. Oh. 312 has quite the fan club, doesn't he? Anyway, you can see him if you like, but I'm going to need you to fill out some paperwork first. What kind of paperwork? Oh, it's just hospital policy. Don't worry though, it's only one question. Making the rounds. A doctor needs to visit 9 different hospital rooms. After studying the room numbers, she notices that she can visit all the rooms in one round. In order to do so, she must go into a room that has at least one shared digit with the room that she's currently in. Using this method, which room will she visit 5th? Circle the correct number. Okay. 18, 38, 63, 29, 49, 65, 33, 54, and 71. Okay. I think it's... It's 63.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Just as I suspected.
There you go. Correct. Perfect. Yeah, that was pretty much the order. I was looking at the numbers listed. Thank you very much. You can visit Dr. Schrader now. How is he gonna look like? He was already an old man. Huh? Strange, no one's here. Perhaps the receptionist gave us the wrong... Oh? There he is.
Who's that? Oh, it's you, Herschel. And little Luke.
Andrew?
Why the quizzical look, Herschel? Have I got food in my beard again? Oh, don't mind that, my boy. Sit down, sit down. You know, I've been hearing some very unsavory rumors about you recently. But I don't believe a single one of them.
Rumors. This sounds like it has connections to everyone being afraid of Layton because of his hat.
What sort of unsavory rumors?
What sorts, you ask? The ones about the hootie was it? The thingamawizard? Oh, drat.
That is not helping, Schrader.
I seem to have forgotten them completely. Well, never mind all that then.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Andrew? Yes, it has. I trust you're still spending the majority of your waking hours doing research. What can I say? I learned from the best. Having an office to work out of has made it easier, though. You got your own office? Oh, what am I saying? You had one for some time, haven't you? And you deserve it. I've seen my share of scholars, but you were the brightest ever to set foot in my classroom. Naturally. Whoops, with all this excitement, I nearly forgot to take my medicine. Silly me. I got the bottle right here, but the dosage on for this prescription is quite tricky. Look, be a good boy and help me figure out how much of this I need to drink. Medicine time. They turn Andrew's prescription of how much medicine he has to take into a puzzle. Makes me very scared to ask what would have happened if Layton wasn't here. Exactly. Okay. Dr. Scherer needs to drink 1/5 of this bottle of medicine per day over a period of 5 days. Unfortunately, the bottle isn't marked, so there is no way of telling the dosage from it. Now, it's time to take the second dose. The medicine in the bottle has been reduced as it's shown in the diagram. Where should he stop drinking today? Draw a line on the bottle to mark the stopping point. Okay. Okay. This is a terrible way to administer medicine dosage, I agree. This medication reminds me of a puzzle. Yes, Grandpa, let's get you back to bed. Yeah, this seems quite simple. I want a bottle like this, one shaped like a plus sign, for medicine, I imagine. This puzzle reminds you of a puzzle. Well, naturally. Something like this?
How about this?
Marvelous.
I knew it!
This was a tricky one. We wanna give Andrew the correct amount of medicine. This is a serious matter. I take medicine very seriously. You've taught this boy well, Herschel. It's clear you've passed down some of my smarts. Yes, and as I was saying, you've always were the brightest, though I had another pupil who came close. That boy was something of a waste himself. I wonder whatever became of him.
Well, Andrew, it's been wonderful seeing you, but it's growing late. We ought to be on our way.
Busy as always, I see. Do drop by again when you have the time, won't you? Oh, but before you go, I have something of yours I should return. I've been looking after her for some time now, you see.
Keys?
I won't be needing her anymore, so you can take her away. The old dear's parked around back.
Okay, for a car. Some sort of vehicle. I see. Thank you. It was a pleasant surprise to see you today, Herschel. I know you are in a bit of a hurry, so take those keys to the rear of the building. Oh my gosh. Oh no. The old car that we've been... Oh, what happened to it? Aside from 10 years of time passed, of course, but seeing it in that state, it hurts. Why, this looks to be my car. I thought the same thing. Insurance would cover that shit. Indeed. That sucks indeed. I thought the same thing. Come to think of it, I never seen anyone else with such a funny shaped car. Funny shaped. I'll have you know this is a classic. Judging by all that dust and dirt on it, it must be. Give me a second. Much better. I guess no one took care of the poor car the whole time it was parked out there. Yes. It does appear to have been left exposed to the elements for quite some time. Why don't we see if the car still runs? If it does, well, we don't need to depend on the subway anymore. That's an excellent suggestion, Luke. I'm sorry. Plenty of rain. Plenty of warm humidity in the environment. Much better. Someone installed a peculiar lock on the door. Who could have done such a thing? Puzzle 23. Okay, 35 picarets. The secret number. You've been given 2 keys to the LAYTON mobile, but there is no keyhole in which to insert them. Instead, the door is opened by entering a secret number. The secret number is hidden somewhere in the keys. What is it? Okay. Okay, I see now. It's 47. I think the 2 front parts of the keys connect to form a number. And from the looks of it, it seems like it's 47.
That should do the trick.
Marvelous.
Just as I suspected.
There you go. Exactly what I was thinking. There we are. It's finally open. Alright, start her up, Professor.
What's this? The engine won't start.
Well, it has been 10 years since we last saw the Layton mobile, Professor. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a broken part or two. Oh, look, Professor. There's something on the passenger seat.
Professor, I hope that by this point you're convinced that this is the London of the future. Now that we are on the same page, I'd like to explain to you the secret that's plaguing London. However, I think it would be best to discuss this issue in person. Meet me at the Gilded Seven Casino on Flatstone Street. I'll be waiting for you there.
Well, what do you say, Luke? Are you ready to meet your future self?
Honestly, I don't know. This whole situation has me feeling very strange.
That's quite understandable.
So look from the future, huh? A boy named Luke. Are you getting accustomed to moving around and investigating the city of London? Here's some advice to keep your investigation running smoothly. Okay. It's explaining the puzzles that we didn't solve in the chapter. We'll end up here in the shack. Okay. Yes, there's a casino on Flatstone Street, but I'm not sure it's got the right ambience for short stuff here. We're just meeting a friend there, so it should be fine. Do you happen to know where exactly the casino sits on Flatstone Street? Nope, sorry, but it's just not my scene. You should probably ask somewhere in the area. Yes, I suppose we're most likely to find someone in the know on Flatstone Street. Thank you. I feel like the whole Prime Minister and time travel scientist disappearing part has fallen by the wayside of it. We are trying to find information. We just fell into a time loop ourselves. We will get to that. Don't be discouraged, for there are many mysteries to be solved. We just finished chapter 1 after all. So no worries, we will get to it when we get to it. Before we get to solve the main mystery, we need to know our current situation, of course. You cannot find something missing when you yourself are lost, after all. Here we are, back at Flatstone Street. Yes, but I don't see anything here that looks like a casino. I think our best bet is to ask a local. Oh look, there's someone we can ask. Wait here, Professor. Kid, you got exactly 5 seconds to stop eyeballing me. 1, 2... I'm very sorry, sir. I gather that didn't go so well. Let's ask someone else, Professor. I can't even look at that man without him snapping at me. And all this time I thought you had a talent for communicating with wild animals. Come on, Professor. It's no fair teasing me now. That guy was scary. Now, don't look so sour. I was just trying to brighten your spirits with a joke. Why don't we find someone else to help us? just finished my electrolysis appointment. Thank you for the nice audiobook while I suffered through it. Oh, I'm so sorry, T. I hope it went well, at least. And you are welcome. If the sound of my voice was quite soothing to you while I was, while you were going through it, well, it's been a pleasure being your audio companion. The breeze blowing through town today sure is nice. I couldn't agree more. It's the perfect day to find a nice grassy spot near the Thames, or to go for a walk. And speaking of walks, my husband and I came up with this great puzzle when we were out for a stroll. Puzzle 19. Checkerboard bridge. Okay, the bridge below has been painted in a black and white checkerboard pattern. Starting at the bottom left arrow, you need to cross the bridge and finish at the upper right arrow. You can move one square at a time, either up or down, left or right. You can move diagonally. Now here's the tricky part. How many different rods across are there that touch exactly 4 black squares and 3 white squares? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There's 15 squares in total. Is it really that simple? No way.
That should do the trick.
Okay, I'll take it, I guess. Marvelous.
Just as I suspected.
Say, you get some smarts. Nice work there. I used to love walking with my hubby. Back then, we come home for dinner every night. Used to? Sadly, those carefree walks ended when we moved here for his new job. They must be working him like a dog because he hardly ever comes home. I am so sorry, madam. What do you want from me? Don't hurt me, please, I'm begging you. I don't understand. Why are you so scared of me, sir? You? No, it's your friend there with a big hat. He's looking right at me. Please calm down. I mean you no harm. You must have me confused with someone else. The only thing I want to know is the location of the Glided 7 casino. It's around here, is it not? The casino? Oh yeah, I get it. You guys are testing me. You wanna see if Hazel's gonna spill the beans. And if I do, you're gonna send me on a one-way vacation to nowhere. What are you talking about? Also, thank you for the stretch there.
Taste the pain!
It's not painful to stretch. It's actually quite relaxing. Ugh, somebody help me.
No!
And there he goes again. Poor fellow. Probably. It sounds like he's had a bad run-in with someone who looks like me. She's not the first person to act strangely to your hat. Yes, it seems my doppelganger has quite a fearsome reputation. Then maybe it takes sense to take your hat off for the time being, you know, to avoid confusion. Nonsense, look, a gentleman can't very well walk around with his head bare now, can he? I guess not. Well, what's your next move? That girl Becky from the hotel has been quite helpful, so why don't we go ask her for directions? Well, let's go do exactly that then. Atlantis. You're looking for the Gilded 7 casino? Yes, we're supposed to meet somewhere there. Well, before you go, I think you ought to know that the establishment is a family hangout. I will suffer the worst punishment this world has to offer before I remove my hand. That is pretty much Layton's whole attitude here. We appreciate your concern, Becky, but we really do need to go there. I understand. Oh well, Granny's asleep again. I don't think she'd be too keen on me directing you to, you know, a hotbed of criminal activity. We don't need to worry about her safety, do we? Not that I'm scared or anything. Good, bravery is admirable, if not particularly helpful character trait. Anyway, you know where Flatstone Station is, right? Just head straight north from the plaza in front of the station. You'll see the casino eventually. I had a feeling it was somewhere around there. You did? What tipped you off? We passed by the station last. One of the family guns was posted outside the path north. I thought there was something fishy about it, but I couldn't get past him to see what's up there. Layton's hiding a little rat and he said who gives him all the puzzle answers. You know, considering we've seen magic, time travel, and many other bizarre things outside of the realm of possibility, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Anything could be true. Those goons move around from post to post pretty often. Good to know. Yeah, those goons aren't the brightest bunch. Anyway, go check for yourself. I bet you anything that path is open now. Becky, these are our guests. I'm sure they have better things to do than listen to you blather at them. No need to worry there, Margaret. Becky here was just giving us directions to our next destination. Oh, is that so? Well, as long as she's been helpful. Professor Layton and the Vexing Vermin. Is that gonna be the next game in the series, perhaps? A bird? That is a bird with an extremely huge and sizable head. Look at the bird in the sky over there, Professor. What a beautiful plumage. That's no common bird, look. That's a parrot. How do you suppose they got here? Let's ask him. Mr. Parrot, where did you come from? Oh, I think you may have been a bit too eager there, my boy. You scared him off. Oh, I was just trying to be friendly. Look, the fellow who was standing guard here is gone. Professor Layton and the parrot who got stung by a bee. Bee stings are no joking matter. Poor bird, if that's the case. It seems Becky's guess was right on the money. Let's keep moving north.
Huh? Yeah. Oh.
Professor?
Oh, it's just beautiful, Herschel.
Oh, do you really like it?
I don't just like it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Picking out the right gift can be quite the puzzle.
Young Layton.
Lucky for me, every puzzle has an answer.
This is beautiful.
Isn't that what you always say?
Yes, well. I've been thinking.
Go on.
If I were to get the teaching job, then we... Well...
I'm listening, Herschel.
Oh, I'll tell you later.
Come on now. Tell me more about these plans of yours.
No, it was nothing. Now let's eat before our food gets cold.
Hey, no fair changing the subject.
What are you talking about? I did nothing of the sort.
You most certainly did.
I mean, it's the same hat Luke is wearing. Close to it. So it seems that woman we just saw remind Layton of his past lover, it seems. Professor? Is something the matter? You look dazed. I'm fine, look. My eyes seem to be playing tricks on me. Does it have something to do with the lady that just walked by? It's probably nothing. She just reminded me of someone I knew a long time ago. And just where do you think you're going? We're on our way to meet someone at the Gilded 7 Casino. I see. Going to the casino meet up with someone. Yes, that's not suspicious at all. Psst, Professor, I think this guy is trying to intimidate us. Quit all the whispering, boy. I'm right here, you know. Oops. Sorry? Excellent. Since you own up to your rudeness, all is forgiven. That's a good boy. With all due respect, sir, would you please just let us pass? The hour grows late. But of course, my good man. That is, I will as soon as you solve your way through this puzzle of mine. Upon reflection, puzzle number 26. All three shapes here were created by rotating and shifting the same capital letter in front of a mirror. Okay. So what letter is it? I think it's... No. It's not what I wrote. There you go.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Marvelous.
Well, that's settled.
His name is Ward and he's blocking your path. Clever pun, pretty much. I would have stopped to mention it, but I was busy with his strange attitude. Well done, you proved yourself to me, so I will provide you with a valuable yet cryptic warning. Danger lurks about that hat of yours. You best to watch yourself around here. Why is everyone so fixated on my hat? Do you know someone else with a hat like mine? If I told you, it would kill all the suspense, wouldn't it? I'll leave that little mystery for you. Okay. And there's the casino. Wow, now that's a casino. I think it's safe to say we found the Gilded 7. I can't wait to see what it looks like up close. Listen, I can't just spoil everything for the audience. That is pretty much what he said. That is correct. Professor, look here. I think I even stumbled upon a hidden puzzle. 144? How many puzzles are in this game? We were just doing 26. That is interesting. So there's more than 120 or 130. I'm not sure how many puzzles are there anymore. Interesting. Okay. One of 5 people shown below has a very unique nickname, Mr. 820. That's quite the unusual nickname. Pretty weird, huh? Well, apparently everybody who sees this person and just hears the nickname thinks it's just perfect. Well then, who is Mr. 820? Circle your answer, then tap submit. Oh, that is clever actually. It's E. Look at his mustache of person E. Doesn't that look like the like a clock to you? It's E. Oh, it's circle the person. Okay. Not just the letter. Okay.
Here's my answer.
Marvelous.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
But that makes me wonder how many puzzles are in total, considering we have long past the 130 mark. That puzzle was a piece of cake. This one, on the other hand... Oh, good evening, sir. Can I please see your membership card? What membership card? The Gilded 7 Casino is a haven for society's finest ladies and gentlemen to gather. We check membership cards upon entrance to ensure that less savory types are kept out. This is certainly the first I've heard of that policy. I don't suppose you'd be willing to make an exception for us. Your hat shows you to be a man of impeccable character. Now, we just need to test your intellect. If you can solve this puzzle, I'll let you in without a card this once. This fellow seems awfully focused on your hat as well. Naturally. Is there any greater proof of one's gentlemanly nature than a fine top hat? I mean, considering the top hat has brought us many strange looks so far. It's basically his ID. Okay. This is a photograph of two gentlemen playing a game of cards. Everybody who sees these photographs points at the same thing and says something like, "Someone has no idea what he's doing." Circle the part of the photograph these people are referring to. Is it possible that it's the man in green clothes? The way he's holding the cards, he wouldn't be able to see the numbers or any of the cards that he has, really. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Let's see if I've got this right.
There you go. Marvelous.
Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
There you go. Yeah, there was no way he was paying close attention to his cards when he's holding them that way. One of them is even sideways. Expertly solved, sir. You're certainly earned the right to enjoy our exclusive facilities. Welcome to the Gilded 7. Just look at these fountains and the floors. This place must have cost a fortune to build. I know you're excited, Luke, but do try to keep your voice down. Sorry, Professor, this place is just so impressive. I understand the feeling. It's also quite large. Finding your future self here might prove a challenge.
So you're...
He's the future me?
It's good to finally meet you, Professor.
Oh.
Or rather, I suppose I should say it's nice to see you again. It's me, Luke Triton.
Hello, Luke.
Hi, Professor. Oh, you're talking to him. This is going to take some getting used to.
I can't believe how small I used to be.
Do you think that's what future Sumi feels when she sees us? Probably.
I'm not that small.
So tell me, why exactly did you go through such pains to bring us here?
I'll be happy to tell you in just a moment. But before that, I'd just like to verify that I'm dealing with the real Professor Layton here.
Where is your Professor Layton? I wonder. Where is future Layton? And does he have anything to do with the so-called imposter wearing a hat similar to ours?
Who else would I be?
Allow me to explain. In my London, it's rare to find someone who doesn't know the name Herschel Layton. In fact, many imposters have come forth recently claiming to be him.
Okay.
Are you saying you think the professor is a fraud?
Professor, if you think back on our adventures together, you may recall a man named Don Paolo.
For sure.
As you know, he was a master of disguise. How do I know the man before me now isn't Don Paolo in another of his costumes?
Now that's just rubbish, and you know it.
Is it now? He's tricked us before. Who's to say he couldn't do it again?
Very well, I'll play along. How do you propose I prove my identity?
With a puzzle?
It's quite simple, really. Professor, I challenge you to a battle of wits.
What exactly do you have in mind? As a cautious man, I'm sure you have questions about my identity as well. What if future look is Don Paolo? Usually accusers are deceivers. That is true. So that we may each prove our identities, I propose we demonstrate our respective intellects. I prepare a puzzle that can only be solved by someone as insightful as the professor. Should you find the solution, I'll give you a chance to present me with a similar challenge. If I am who I say I am, I shall have no trouble solving whatever you throw my way, shouldn't I? Let's get started. Before us are 4 cards arranged according to a set of conditions. Here they are. First, a heart is next to the diamond. Second, a club is not next to the spade. Finally, a heart is directly to the right of a club. Using just these 3 conditions, I challenge you to find the spade amongst these 4 cards. So be it then. Heart is next to the diamond, a club is not next to the spade. A heart is to the immediate right of a club. Tap the spade. Is it... Yes, placing the spade there results in the correct answer. Impressive, Professor Layton. Okay. Good. Thank you. Now, if I might present you with a puzzle of my own design, nothing would make me happier. Good. I enjoy the idea behind your puzzle, so if you don't mind, I'd like to do something similar. Here are the conditions for my 4 cards. A club sits directly to the right of the heart. A diamond is of the far left or right card and has a heart next to it. Finally, a club is also the far left or right card. Using these conditions, I challenge you to find a spade. Oh, he's solving the puzzle as well. You almost have me there, Professor. But as you know, this puzzle is flawed. It's unsolvable. Is that so? Yes, I tried several solutions, but none work given the conditions you've set forth. Oh, really? Tell me, did I ever state that the 4 cards on the table contain 1 card from each suit? So they're saying that there's no spade? Uh-huh. Classic Layton misdirection at work once again. Precisely. This was a trick question, but it makes a pertinent point. In the puzzle you issued me, you failed to specify that the 4 cards included 1 from each suit. When you leave in a loophole like that, it can make the puzzle unsolvable. This same omission can also open the door to alternate solutions. You internally presented me with a puzzle that, when examined closely, is actually incomplete. The real test you set out for me was seeing if I'd catch on, was it not?
It seems you're the genuine article, Professor.
I'm glad to see that I've finally convinced you.
To be honest, I was convinced from the beginning. But I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to pit myself against my mentor in a battle of wits.
I'm flattered, I suppose.
Out with it already. Why did you call us here?
There are too many eyes on us here. There's a supply room in the back where we can talk. Follow me. Elden Luke. Meeting your future self, I see. Future Luke indeed. And we have solved 2 of the mysteries already. Professor Layton, Luke, welcome to London of the future. Still not convinced? You met with Dr. Schrader, didn't you? What did you think after seeing him? I'm sure you noticed the toll that time has taken on the good doctor? Yes, that seemed to be the case. And what of Fair London herself? You've walked around enough now to see how it's transformed. Can you imagine a 24-hour casino in this sleepy part of town 10 years ago? Everything's changed so much. What happened to this city? A genius appeared. An evil genius who turned the city on its ear. Oh, I know where this is going. Don Paolo took over the city, didn't he? Don Paolo? Oh no, I'm talking about a truly brilliant man. Someone the 3 of us all know quite well. Well, if it's not Don Paolo, then who is it? What do you think, Professor? I'm not sure. I thought you'd say that. Who is it? I've got to know. His name is Herschel Layton. That evil genius is you, Professor. So it was not a doppelganger. In this timeline, Layton is evil. It seems. I was afraid you'd say that. That can't possibly be right. I'm sad to say that there's no mistake here. They call him the Devil in the Top Hat, and he rules London from the shadows. This is common knowledge to everyone in London. Evil Layton. That's 3 mysteries down. Tell me more, Luke. More? I don't know any more than you do, Professor. No, I'm referring to the other Luke. Goodness, this is getting rather complicated, isn't it? Tell me, Luke, how did I rise to rule over all of London? Where's past later where we see his caveman ancestor? Perhaps in another sequel, if we can travel to the future, perhaps the option of traveling to the past is not beyond possibility. So it was the accident with the Prime Minister that caused all this. Of course, this is an article about the accident that happened just the other day. Yes, to you too. I suppose it was just the other day. However, here it's been a full 10 years since that fateful day. Well, it was a dark period for London. You see, the Prime Minister vanished, leaving the Parliament in utter chaos. Yeah, everyone in Parliament is in a state of panic. In our time, I mean. I wanna see a caveman later where he has the big hat and there's a bone sticking out of it. That would be an interesting design choice, wouldn't it? His hat is just a big meat shank with a brim. Professor, you yourself witnessed the accident that changed London forever. The demonstration was a total failure. Yes, both the Prime Minister and that scientist. You mean Dr. Stangun? Yes, that's right. Several people, including those 2, disappeared in the blast. It seems likely the force of the explosion killed them. Didn't the papers say that a few of Dr. Shotgun's assistants have vanished in the blast as well? That's the story in the papers. But what would you say if I told you the Stangan was still alive? I'd say it's impossible. Well, then you'd be wrong. Dr. Stangan escaped the blast, but he decided to go into hiding to avoid the fallout from the experiment. Well, the man was responsible for the loss of our national leader. Desperate for a place to lay low, the doctor was given shelter from an unlikely person. You, Professor. Me? Why would I aid a man responsible for this pandemonium? My question exactly. In the months that followed the explosion, you slowly grew distant from me. Before long, you began fraternizing with key figures of the criminal underworld. The Professor? Never. Don't be so sure. Time has a way of changing people, Luke. It was clear that something about Stangan's research captivated you, Professor. You couldn't stop talking about time travel. You seemed possessed by the idea of changing the past. Changing the past? Dr. Stangan was very interested in continuing his research, but he needed financial backing to do it. So you used your superior intellect to assume control of London's underworld. No way. Of course there were those who tried to stop you, but none was a match for your smarts. Before long, you were ranking in the pounds from all sorts of dirty business. With all the funding he needed, it wasn't long before Stangan completed his work. Completed it, you say? That's right. He built the time machine in the Midland Road clock shop, so that time machine was built by him. Though I suppose completed is an odd choice of words, as the machine is far from complete. How so? It doesn't allow users to select their destination, nor where they will reappear in the flow of time. It simply opens a hole and starts in between two areas of time. You mean a wormhole? Precisely. And by sheer chance, the machine opened a wormhole in the clock shop that spans the 10 years between the two times. This gives us the ability to move back and forth between your present and mine. So you used the wormhole to get the message to us to bring us here? But one thing is bothering me. This wormhole was obviously very important to my future self. Surely the LAYTON of this era must keep a close eye on the place. How did you gain access to it? I'll get to that, but right now there's more pressing business I'd like to attend to. Go on then. Tell us why you called us here. Always one step ahead of me. You haven't lost your touch, Professor. I wish to enlist your help in stopping the future Herschel LAYTON. You want me to stop myself? Even as we speak, future LAYTON is racing to complete a fully operational time machine. He's been ducking back into the past to gather every bright scientist working in time travel, which actually would explain why the scientists from the present are starting to disappear. Everything's starting to fall into place now. This early. But why bother going back through time to find scientists? There must be plenty here. Actually, many of the experts in the field were lost when Stangan's demonstration went awry. Therefore, LAYTON had no choice but to travel back to before the blast in order to gather the talent. Things are bad already, but if LAYTON manages to build a working time machine, there's no telling what could happen. Someone has to stop him before completing his scheme, but the only person up to the challenge, it's me. That's what you were going to say, isn't it? Exactly. We have to fight fire with fire. No one else stands a chance against him. But how? I'm unfamiliar with my current surroundings and I have no clue where to find the man. That's one obstacle we'll have to overcome together. LAYTON's actions are shrouded in secrecy. But his base of operations is well known. We can start our search for him there. You mean this casino isn't the future professor's headquarters? No, this facility is just one of the many ways he makes money. His actual headquarters is in the heart of Chinatown. Let's visit the place and see if we can learn something more. Just so you know, Luke, there's still quite a bit that I find dubious about the situation. Much is still unclear, but the only way to get to the bottom of this is to meet the man claiming to be me. Somehow I figured my brief explanation wouldn't be enough to convince you, Professor. Don't forget about me, I'm coming too. Of course you are. If I can't count on myself for help, who can I count on? Thinking about what you just said makes me feel kind of dizzy. Well, I hope you get used to it soon. I'm going to need your help getting to the bottom of all this. Oh yes, and there's one more interesting fact you should know about, Professor. Yes? There's no record of a scientist matching Dr. Stangan's name and description. The name's a fake. Really now. Whoever he was, he made an effort to hide his real identity from the people at the demonstration. Now that you mentioned it, few people at the demonstration seem to know the man. What would motivate Stangan to use a false name? Just what was he planning? Another interesting question we'll hopefully answer along the way. It doesn't make any sense. What are you thinking, Professor? We can talk more as we go. For now, we need to head back to Flatstone Street. And we solved a mystery, 2 mysteries, but gained 2 other ones. The future Herschel Layton is a crime lord who terrorizes London with his kind of thugs. Known and feared by Londoners as the Devil in the Top Hat, how could this model English gentleman have turned into such a monster? And of course, the Dr. Stangan identity. Many mysteries have been revealed to us, and many more that we have to solve. But for now, we leave our investigation right there on this quite a cliffhanger of a moment, honestly. But a lot has been revealed, and much more will be revealed next time when we continue with Professor Layton. Time travel. Interesting. It's always quite a conundrum when we involve travel into time and space. But I have faith that we'll get to the bottom of this sooner than later. As for now, I must say goodbye to everybody here, but not before thanking you for joining me for another adventure. Thank you everybody for joining the stream, and I truly hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for joining. Love you, Yellow. Thanks for the stream. Thank you all for joining. I should be the one thanking you, of course. And thank you, of course, to the patrons for supporting every activity that we partake in this channel. And I truly hope to see you in the next one, everybody. Have a pleasant evening and a rest of your day. And a fantastic rest of your week, of course. And I truly hope to see you in the next one. So without further ado, I'll see you, Space Cowboy. Have a wonderful evening, Yellow. Have a wonderful evening yourselves, Very, and everyone here. It's been a pleasure to stream for you all. Will we ever see a future version of of Yellow, I wonder? Hopefully no. I wouldn't be a fan of having a future version of myself. I like to keep the future in my control. But without further ado, I'll see you, Space Cowboy, in the future. Bang.
I was cooling in the motel for a minute. Loved ones that I won't tell how I'm living. Now I'm in the woods, trailer park, staying hidden. In the rap game, slashing through a million minions. IRL is lame cause I'm broke in Virginia. Surrounded by the slimy cold-blooded, they amphibians. I ain't dark as I was, hit the amphibian. Pulled a beam katana out in the slaughterhouse. I was hired cause you talking loud, starting drumming now. I got fired cause I understood what they talking about. So I fight them cause I understand all they trauma now. In the woods, smoking on some woods, gave me feeling good, but it's great. Can't escape my fate, would it if I could? On some LBs, for these LBs, I had to hustle. Desperately trying to find paradise through this desperate struggle. Wanna kill and be killed, it's the way that I'm living. Throw my life away, but I had to hide my feelings. Trying to stack LBs straight to the ceiling.